Silvanna, the Imperial Knightess! Passive, Knightess's Resolve. Silvanna's basic attacks deal magic damage and reduce enemies' physical and magic defense with each hit, stacking up to 5 times. Then, she deals extra damage to enemies with a max number of stacks. First skill, Cosmetic Lance. With her first skill, Silvanna deals magic damage to enemies in her path and stuns the first enemy hero hit. When the skill hits a target, she can charge again in a designated direction before she hits another enemy hero and deals magic damage to all enemies around her. Second skill, Spiral Strangling. Silvanna casts her second skill in a designated direction, dealing continuous magic damage to all enemies within range and slightly pulling them toward the center of the area. Ultimate, Imperial Justice. With her ultimate, Silvanna can leap to the target location, restraining the closest enemy hero to the center and gaining attribute bonuses in the area. In the laning phase, Silvanna can poke enemies with her second skill and use her first skill to close the distance once they're low on HP. Then she can control them and finish them off with her ultimate. In teamfights, Silvanna can control back row enemies with her ultimate, and then stun them with her first skill. Finally, she can deal damage with her second skill and basic attacks.
Triple kill.
Silvanna can deal heavy sustained damage with her second skill if not interrupted. However, she can be powerless if controlled during her second skill. It's best to level up Silvanna's second skill first at the beginning. With the second skill as her go-to and the first skill as a backup, she can deal more damage easily. Silvanna can stun enemies with the first skill to make her second skill more effective. She will stop when she hits a target with the second cast of her first skill. When using it as an escape, make sure not to hit any enemies. Besides, the damage of Silvanna's second skill can be greatly increased in the area of her ultimate.
Slain an enemy.
Genius Wand is Silvanna's core item. With her second skill, she can quickly get to Genius Wand's max passive stacks and greatly boost her damage. In the early game, focus on getting Genius Wand to increase damage first. In the late game, it's recommended you get Dominance Ice to increase her defense. We recommend Silvanna have Flicker as her battle spell, because it gives her a great upper hand by closing in on enemies. Vengeance is also a good choice, because it can boost her durability during her ultimate.
You have slain an enemy.
Silvanna has a long attack range and powerful control abilities, which makes her stronger against back row mages and marksmen such as Layla and Valir. On the other hand, she can be weak against fighters with a variety of control abilities, like Martis, because they can easily interrupt her second skill. Pairing Silvanna with tanks, for example Atlas and Tigreal, gives her sufficient space to dish out damage.
Legendary. Double kill. Triple kill.
Silvanna can poke enemies with her second skill in the laning phase. Because she relies more heavily on equipment, it's important to focus more on farming and leveling in the early game to avoid enemies if they have the advantage.
Spree.
In mid and late teamfights, you can skip front row enemy heroes and cut into the less durable enemies in the back row to help the team win the fights.